Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? My betting family. We back with another video here at No Limit Bets for the NBA slate of January 19th, 2023. We got a small slate tonight, only 5 games. One of them actually being an early tip-off, 3 Eastern time. The Bulls versus the Pistons. That game is in Paris. I'm going to be bringing y'all my top 6 picks for the night. But before we get started, I would like to say good morning to y'all, good afternoon, whatever time it may be that you're watching this video. Hope y'all having a good one, and hopefully we can make it a better day by winning some money. Also, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. If you guys enjoy the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Just to do a quick recap of yesterday's picks. It was a night to forget. We went 0 for 5 on our picks. Our 6th pick, Sabonis, ended up not playing. So from those 6 picks, anything that could have gone wrong pretty much, I believe, went wrong. We had Tyler Hero over 18.5 points. He only ends up with 14. It was a blowout in the Heat's favor. They were up by 30-plus points at one point of the game. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter or the end of the third quarter. So he finishes up with only 14. Also, LaMelo Ball. We took LaMelo Ball over his PRAs. He only plays 20 minutes, leaves the game early due to an ankle injury in the first half. Which is something that's definitely unpredictable. Those blowouts and those injuries, man, they hurt us last night. Also, Miles Turner, we had him over 17.5 points versus OKC. He only ends up playing 20 minutes. Those 20 minutes, he also only took 4 shots. I mean, he was 3 for 4. But he only took 4 shots. OKC handled business. And then we had Steven Adams over 11.5 rebounds. He only ends up with 10 against the Cavaliers. And then Luka Doncic, we took him over his PRAs against the Hawks, and he didn't cash for us either. So, like I said, it's a night to forget. But we're definitely looking to bounce back tonight. So without further ado, let's get to tonight's picks. To start us off, we're going to take a PRA prop. We're going to go to the guy on the thumbnail. We're going to go with Nikola Vucevic over 33.5 PRAs. Now, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5 games. His last game that the Bulls played, he just went off. He had 60 PRAs. In those 60, he had 43 points. So he definitely crushed that line pretty much last game. And then the other ones, the ones that he did hit, he was around that mark. He did finish on the right side of the hood with 34 against OKC. And then there were some close ones that he also got over against Boston and Utah, finishing with 35 PRAs. I think tonight, not tonight, it's a 3:00 game, but I think with this game he has a very favorable matchup against the Pistons, who don't have really a big per se. They have Stewart and Noels, but I consider them undersized big. Nothing that Vucevic should have a problem with. I think he should be able to get his on the offensive end and on the boards, add a couple assists, and hit that 34 PRA for us. So we're gonna rock with Vucevic for our first pick. For our second pick, we're gonna go to a points prop, and we're gonna take Klay Thompson. Where you at? Klay Thompson over 21.5 points. As you guys can see, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5 games, with the lone one against the Spurs, which ended up, I believe, being a blowout. He only ends up with 16 points. But Klay Thompson has had it rolling here recently. They do play the Boston Celtics, which is a finals rematch. I believe it's going to be a good game, a competitive game. Jaylen Brown is going to be out, which is why I like this prop a lot. Usually, Jaylen Brown is guarding Klay Thompson, but with him being out, Marcus Smart is going to be obviously matched up and focused on Curry. So Klay Thompson should be able to get his. I know Boston does have a great team D, but I think it's just a game where Clay shows up. Last game against them, against the Celtics back in December, he ended up with 30 plus points, had it going, and I believe he keeps us rolling for us to get us 22 points tonight. So we're gonna roll with Clay for our second pick. For our third pick, we're gonna take a points and assist prop, and we're gonna go down to the late game, the Sixers against the Portland, and we're gonna rock with James Harden over 30.5 points and assists. Now I know Embiid is also a good pick for tonight, as the Portland Trailblazers struggle to guard the paint and also big. So that's a good bet. But I'm gonna rock with James Harden. This 30.5 points and assists prop has hit more times than none for me, especially at 30.5. So we're gonna rock with that. He had a off game, a bad game last game against the Clippers, but I believe he bounces back tonight against the Trailblazers. This really should be an up and down game. Neither of the team are really defensive teams. So Harden should be able to get his. He might. I don't know who's going to be matched up with him, but like I said, they really don't have any perimeter defenders. Closest one is probably Josh Hart. So we're gonna rock with James Harden over his points and assist prop of 30.5. For our fourth pick, we're gonna stick with the PRAs, but we're gonna take an under. We're gonna go to the earlier game at 3 o'clock, and we're gonna take the under on a PRA. Sorry about that. Misclick that. Yep, PRAs, and we're gonna take under on Killing Hayes 24.5. Now he's hit this 3 out of last 5 against well, not against, but 3 out of last 5 he's hit this. Against the Bulls, though, he hasn't been as great. They only played one time, I believe, this season, and he ended up with under 20 PRAs. Also, DeRozan is coming back to the lineup. So I just feel like the matchup is not good for him as far as in Killing Hayes. He is a good up-and-coming young guard, but I just feel like tonight is not not tonight, this afternoon Eastern time is not gonna be the game for him. So we're gonna rock with this under on that. For our fifth pick, we're actually gonna also go with the back to the Boston and Warriors game. And I know this is a hit or miss prop, but I like it. We're going to take Draymond Green under a 3-point make. Now, I know he's hit this 3 out of the last 5, with the last one being against the Wizards. He hit 2 games prior to that. He didn't hit any, and then Phoenix and Orlando, he hit 1. I know this is a hit or miss prop, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I'm gonna take the under. I don't believe he hits one. They played earlier in the season, like I said, back in December, and he went 0 for 2. So I don't see him taking. Obviously, Draymond doesn't shoot a lot, so that goes to our benefit, where it's not gonna be that many shots coming from him, and then also especially from the 3, I don't see him also shooting that many shots, and on top of that, he's not a great 3-point shooter. So I'm gonna take my chances, and I'm gonna take the under on this hit or miss prop. And then for our last prop, we're going to go back to the points prop. And we're going to take a guy who's definitely been rolling here recently. And we're going to take Damian Lillard over 31.5 points against the Sixers. Now, as you guys can see, he's hit this 4 out of the last 5. With the one that he did miss against Orlando, he had 30. He dropped 30. So, like I said, he's been rolling here recently. He's averaging 40 over the last 5. So we're just going to keep rolling with him. We're going to rock with him because he has it rolling. So, also, like I said, with the James Harden prop, I don't believe there's going to be much defense being played. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored, a lot of shots taken. So yeah, we're gonna rock with the hot hand and Damian Lillard. He should be able to get the 32 for us. Sixers, they might put PJ Tucker on him, not sure, but either way, I think Dame gets this prop for us. So those are gonna be my top 6 picks for today. Obviously, like I always say, do your own research. Don't just take a prop because I'm saying it or anybody else is saying it. As you know, just recently, well, not recently, last night, as you guys saw, I went 0-5. So definitely do your own research when you are taking picks and making bets. Don't just take somebody else's word for it. So we're going to take all the overs, and the 2 unders are going to be Killing Hayes, PRAs. We're going to take the under, and then Draymond Green, we're going to take the under on the 3-point make. And then we're going to do as we usually do. We low risk, high reward, bet the $5 to get the possibility of 125. And that's going to be it for today's video. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and let's bounce back tonight and get this money.